Imagine waking up every single day with this gnawing feeling deep inside. You know there's more out there, but something's holding you back. That gut-wrenching tension, that invisible weight on your chest when you look at your portfolio, your strategy, your whole approach to investing, and ask yourself, am I really safe? Because what feels safe today, what looks like the rock-solid ground beneath your feet, might just be the illusion you're shackled to. The world whispers safety to you. Blue chip stocks, index funds, bonds, that traditional fortress everyone leans on. But what if that fortress is crumbling beneath your feet? What if the very thing you call safety is the biggest risk you carry? That's the brutal paradox that every investor faces, but hardly dares acknowledge. Safety today can be disaster tomorrow, and risk, once cast as the villain, could actually be your only way out. Think about how often the markets confuse everyone. One day, safe stocks plummet. The next, risky ventures become gold mines. The old rule books, those play it safe mantras, no longer hold the key. What's comforting is often the trap. And the most painful truth? Too many investors, even the smartest ones, walk around barely realizing this shift, trapped in patterns laid down by the system, handcuffed to old beliefs that no longer serve. That crushing feeling of watching opportunities slip by, while your investments get stuck in slow erosion or sudden drops, it eats away at confidence. It breeds fear, indecision, hesitation. But that hesitation? It's exactly the moment you lose the game. Because in this new reality, the real safety is hidden in risk itself, if only you knew how to see it. Look closely. Risk is not the enemy to avoid. Risk is the frontier of freedom, the place where safety is reborn. When the world spins faster, when everything changes beneath you, demanding comfort means choosing chains. Risk, properly understood and embraced, is the only way to break those chains and claim control. Not reckless gambling, but smart, informed, radical clarity about risk's true shape. It's about learning to dance with uncertainty rather than hiding from it. Not hoping for the safe, but creating your own safe by mastering risk as a tool. What does that even mean? It means seeing beyond the obvious, rejecting the rules designed to keep you small. It means building a portfolio that doesn't just survive chaos, but wins in chaos. It means aligning with ideas, people, and bets that the mainstream mocks because they disrupt the comfortable lies. Here's the harsh reality. Systems were made to control, to keep most people inside invisible cages. Investment advice pushed by the mainstream is about making the many safe, not the few exceptional. They don't want you to break free because true freedom disturbs their order. But you're not here to be safe in their terms. You refuse to shrink yourself to fit their mold. The path forward demands a fierce new mindset, one that treats risk as the real safety net, a dynamic shield crafted from movement, innovation, and courage. It's about becoming sovereign in your investing. Sovereign means you're not following crowds, you're not anchored by false agreements. You command your will to shape outcomes, to transform fear into fuel, confusion into clarity. This is not theoretical. It's brutal. It's raw. Every second spent chasing comfort amid growing uncertainty makes you weaker. Every dollar stuck in low-risk assets that barely grow might be silently eroding your future. Because inflation, tech shifts, geopolitical storms, climate threats, these are not going away. They are rewriting every playbook. And if your notion of safety is a fossil from the past, it's time to wake up. True safety arises from agility, from understanding that risk is a spectrum, not a binary, from identifying hidden edges others miss, from connecting dots nobody else notices because they're stuck in the system's echo chamber. Imagine seeing the market not as a minefield, but as a landscape full of pivots, places where the brave move first, where risk opens doors to enormous gains. What if safety is about owning your narrative instead of being shaped by headlines or herd panic? What if the biggest risk is never taking a real risk? This is the truth too many avoid. Sitting frozen in safe investments might guarantee slow death, slow irrelevance. Meanwhile, the bold create new economies, new markets, new realities from the ashes of the old. They build resilience, not by hiding, but by reimagining everything. This is the key. Stop fearing risk. Start training yourself to understand, evaluate, and decide with surgical precision. Surround yourself with thinkers who aren't afraid to challenge the status quo, who see the cracks others overlook. Forge alliances that multiply strength and insight, because true power is forged in connection with brilliance unlike your own. The moment you realize safety in investing cannot be found by hiding, but through mastering risk, that is the moment you break free from the endless cycle of chasing false security. And there's a way to build what no system offers. A personal fortress born from risk, from selective boldness, from patience so deep it outlasts every market shock. This approach rejects shortcuts and illusions. It embraces reality in its rawest form, and from that reality, crafts strategies that defy noise and doubt. It's about long games, slow wins, and unwavering courage. It's about meeting volatility, not with panic, but with calm control. Yes, this path is lonely. The system will mock, resist, and try to pull you back. But that tension you feel inside, that quiet desperation to find what's real, what's lasting, is your soul's rebellion. It's the fire that keeps rare minds awake while others sleep. You are called to align not with mass comfort, but with those few who dare to transmute risk into freedom. Those rare individuals who know that control is built on unleashing uncertainty, not dodging it. This means rigorous self-education, relentless questioning, and strategic patience. It means ruthlessly pruning what doesn't serve your vision and fiercely nurturing what feeds your power. So here is the deepest, most vital advice. Begin to see your entire portfolio as a living system, a network of bold moves and quiet resilience, of diverse bets that push boundaries and safe harbors built from understanding. Balance is not between risk and safety, but between reckless chaos and informed volatility. Safety lives in that balance because risk is the raw material of growth. Only those willing to peer into the unknown, to confront discomfort head-on, can build true security. And remember, this is not about blindly chasing risk. It's about owning the few moves that matter, the few bold decisions that create leverage. Invest in edges that most ignore because they seem risky, but have deep roots in emerging reality, like disruptive tech, new financial instruments, or markets still unnoticed but full of potential. Explore ways to hedge smarter, to protect your downside without giving up your upside. Develop a network with other rare thinkers, investors, founders, visionaries who challenge you, elevate you, and share your fire. Because no one truly escapes risk alone. Power grows when exceptional individuals connect and align. Risk is not a curse. Risk is the reset button on old illusions. It's the way to safety in a world where certainty is dead. Risk is freedom disguised as danger. And those who embrace it don't just survive, they own the future. The question isn't if risk is safe. The question is whether you have the guts and the insight to use risk to break free from every invisible cage and every comforting lie. To those who do, safety will no longer be a dream. It will become, undeniably, your reality.